Hi everybody, RubenvanRoon Drum Channel with another video about Steve Gadd, and today we have a very special topic, but first please like and subscribe, you know what to do. Okay, the topic of today is the 10-inch tom. We have a 10-inch tom, Yamaha Recording Custom. The history about this amazing tom. Okay, first I would play you some. Before Steve Gadd went to Yamaha, from 1983 it became the Recording Custom. Before the Recording Custom, in the beginning of the 80s, it was called Recording Artist. That was the top line with the painted toms. And the wrapped version was the Gig Artist. That's really nice for the gigs, you know. The story I want to tell you all is that Steve Gadd invented the 10-inch drum. Nobody knows that. Maybe Rick Marotta has also a lot to do with it, you know. There's an area before Yamaha. So Steve Gadd didn't play Yamaha on Aja, on 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, Night Sprite from Chicoria Leprechaun albums, all the Chicoria albums of the end 70s. He started playing Yamaha end 70s, the first years of the 80s. Then there was the switch to Yamaha. Before that he had a very special drum set. And I was always interested in what is that drum set. I searched the internet and everything, and what did I find out? It was a pearl fiberglass. Fiberglass acryl kind of kunststof. That's in Dutch, kunststof. It's from pearl. Yeah. He had a white one. But why? Because he wanted smaller toms. He was a jazz drummer. He wanted smaller toms. And the thing is, all the drum sets in the 70s had just one basic setup. 12, 13, 16, 22. Where were the smaller toms? The smaller toms were concert toms, the classical concert tom thing. There you had 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Concert toms is just one head. And he didn't like the one-headed drums. It was popular in that time. He wanted to have more tuning ability. What did they do? And Rick Marotta, I think, started with that. They made it double-headed again. So this was original a concert tom, so with one head. They made a bottom head on it also, so you can tune it a little bit more. But the problem with the 10-inch tom in the time was it was not 8-inch deep, it was 6.5 deep. So that's not so deep. So you have problems when you want to put two lugs in it. You cannot do that. So they take a snare drum lug and put that in between, so you can tune it and you can make a 10-inch tom. So this is my remake of the 10-inch tom Steve Gadd invented in the 70s. And I don't know if Rick Marotta also had a 10-inch tom, but he did the same thing with a Gretsch drum set. And Steve Gadd uses the fiberglass acryl, you know, it was the same as Vistalite. In the time it was really popular to use the kunststof. So on this solo, you hear he uses this tom, this drum. And on this song, he uses this song. I bought this tom for, I think, for 50 euros. I have a complete drum set remake, but it's in the studio where I record my James Taylor project right now. And what's also important of that sound is the drum head. And there weren't pinstripes yet. The most dry sound you could use were that blue Evans hydraulic drum heads. It was the only fat. They want to have fat, dry sound. Combination with a Yamaha or this drum with this kind of head. But now we're gonna compare them, so I used the famous pinstripe head, what came later, and Gadd also went to pinstripe from 83, around 82, 83. There he changed his hydraulic set to the pinstripes. So on the One Trick Pony film, you know, from Paul Simon, he has that Yamaha with that blue drum heads. For me, that's the best drum sound ever. Is there a big difference in sound? So this time, I bought the whole drum set of concert toms, I think for 150 euros or something. So this tom is very cheap. And this tom is nowadays very expensive. Very expensive. Actually, this one is for sale. How does it sound? Pinstripe above, ambassador clear. Here it's the coated. It's a GI1 coated actually. And Steve Gadd tuned his tom always the sweet spot of the sound. Sometimes it's higher, it's not always, but it's really high, you know. And what's the sweet spot of the sound? That he really sings the most. So it sounds great, of course. But now, I think if you want to buy this one, and this one is maybe for sale if somebody says I pay 600 euros for it or 750, then you convince me to sell it. Okay, so that's around 500 euros. You know, it's what you want to give because they're so rare, you know. This one, now we have the Fiberglass, so the whole set was 125. I had 4 toms and that bass drum of 125 euros. Cheap. Is there a difference? Let's see. Steve Gadd stick, very important. Gaddiments book, all the Steve Gadd thing, very important. Maybe the sound is a little bit shorter because the tom is shorter. Well, is there a difference? Leave a comment. What do you think about it? I think it's pretty close. So this is nice to know, the history about the 10-inch tom. Did Steve Gadd invented the 10-inch tom? Well, I don't know if he really invented it, but he had a big part in it, I think. Please like and subscribe, share it, and I hope I see you next time.